Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here, coming to you from Bangkok. So I did a Twitter poll, and a simple question: would you like to see more alternative formats on the PGA Tour? So last week, the Zurich Classic, they did a team event. I think it was the first time a team event had been in the main sort of PGA Tour schedule for years. I think, Jimmy, correct me if I'm wrong, get some comments down below, but I think it was like 30 years. So quite a big change, and the tournament itself seemed to go down quite well and had a really exciting finish. So that was kind of why I asked the question, would people like to see more of it? Because professional golf on TV tends to just be 72 holes straight stroke play. So I asked the question, I had quite a few of you vote, so thank you for doing that. But more match play was the one that came out on top, 50%. More team events at 28%. And then sticking to stroke play, sort of 15%, and then less than 72 hole events, 7%. So it looks like viewers would like to see more alternatives. You know, that's what this poll, and do you mean it's only like 350 people, so I know not the biggest of polls, but you know, of the people that have looked here, yeah, they're saying that they want to see different things. But it's an interesting one with golf, and I understand the match play element. In my amateur career, played lots and lots of match play, so I get it. Match play is exciting, but match play is also very dangerous from a viewership and for the TV stations, because match play, your best player can disappear straight away. I know they try and get around it with the round robin tournaments, which I hate, by the way. You know, if you're going to do match play, I like it to see it in its purest form. You know, it's a knockout, so I really don't like the round robins. But match play, like I'm saying, it causes issues. So very exciting to watch, but it does cause scheduling issues. So I think that is probably the reason why you're not going to see that much match play. I had quite a few people comment, kind of suggesting they should do it like how the US amateur is, or like the British amateur, where you kind of play a qualifying round, or two qualifying rounds, and then go into match play. Again, I like the idea, but will that happen? Probably not. Team events is the opposite of match play, so it's quite clever. So looking at last week, there were guys playing that I know, or I assume wouldn't have played if it was a stroke play event. So giving them the chance to play with their mates, and like people watching here, you know, one of the exciting things about golf is actually just going out and playing with your mates. Something that a tour pro doesn't tend to get to do in quite a nice environment, or it's certainly in a competition environment. So having a team event, you know, that's likely to make more of the better players play, because it can be fun. Like Justin Rose and Stenson played together. So again, I'm not sure if they live near each other now, but they certainly did. So they're really good friends. Again, great opportunity for them to go out and play. So team events, I think, is a really good one, but there's only probably so many of them you can do. You know, having one in the schedule, probably can't put any more. Only 7% on the less than 72 hole events, and I think that's probably because of the way I've worded it. So like, I'm filming this on Friday, so I think it's Saturday and Sunday, the European Tour are doing their golf sixes. So that's the first time they're doing this reduced format, 6 holes. I think they're playing in pairs, doing greensomes, going into match play. A really, really exciting format, and I think it will be really successful. So I think I probably worded that one not particularly well, but I think this golf sixes could be really interesting. Because I know in Perth at the beginning of the year they did a Super Six, which was kind of a stroke play to knockout. But I liked it. I did, and I enjoyed watching it. But it was kind of a typical golf. Let's do a short format, but it's still going to be 4 days. You know what I like about this golf sixes is they've gone, well, it's a short format, and we're going to do it over a shorter period. I think that makes far more sense. I was pleased Brett Rutherford won the golf sixes one, because he had, the Perth Super Sixes, because he had like an 8-shot lead, I think it was, through 54 holes. So it seemed a bit counterproductive for him then to lose that, and he could have potentially got knocked out in the first 6 holes of the match play. So again, it's always an interesting one with golf. And the shorter formats, it'll be, like I say, it'll be interesting if it. People say it's going to grow the game, and I'm not sure if it will or it won't. It certainly is not going to hinder. I think people that are already involved are certainly going to find it exciting, something different, something new, and hopefully a bit like in England, or across the world, the 2020 format of cricket. You know, it is more exciting, very different from the original. So hopefully that's the type of thing that the European Tour go for. British Masters, they've tried to do things like doing really cool, like nearest the pin kind of knockout things away from the main event. So this is taking it a step further. But yeah, like I say, everybody always talks about match play, and I'm not sure how viable it is just from a commercial standpoint. And use tennis. So tennis is a great example. With the seedings, the person that gets seeded good against someone bad, the top seeds tend to go through, especially in the Grand Slams. You know, it's very much a shock when a elite seeded tennis player gets knocked out early. Golf, as we know, it's slightly different. It's very much variable, you know. Why stroke play works over 4 rounds, because it does really test and find the best player through the week. But on 18 holes, you know, match play, a bit of a blitz, anybody can beat anybody. So, again, get some comments down below. I'm starting to ramble a bit now, but I like the idea of different formats. I'm just not sure how viable it is. I think you can slot maybe 2 or 3 different events in a year, but there's not maybe viable to do anything more. You might disagree. What would you do? So let's say I'm going to give you the commissioner's hat. So if you're the commissioner of the PGA Tour or the European Tour, what would you do? Would you go for stuff like this Golf Sixes? Would you go for more team events like the PGA Tour have? Or would you go for something completely different? Top golf, maybe. Top golf, beers, hitting shots. No, that's probably not the best thing, but it does sound fun. But yeah, get some comments down below. Thanks for watching. Hope to catch you soon.